Hello YouTube, today I'll be giving you a review of the Jinhao X450 and I have done an unboxing of this video and you should be able to see the link to the unboxing at the bottom of the screen or within the description. So let's get started with the review. I decided to get this pen in a black and gold combination because I need a black and gold pen, and it was very simplistic, which I definitely liked about it. And it was relatively large and it has some nice weight to it. As you can see, it does have a cigar shape. It's not as emphasized as some pens. It's, wide here and then it narrows. Wide here and then it narrows. Okay. If you look at it, it's let's say a plastic with a metal inside the body. Here that's gold. I bet this is not gold for getting this pen at about 99 cents or like a few dollars, and then paying about $7 to $8 when it was all said and done with shipping included. But it's a relatively nice pen. So let's move on to the nib. The nib is metal, painted gold or gold plated. The nib, as far as style, is very nice because you can, I don't know, you probably can't really see it, but right in here it says Jinhao, which is nice, and there's some nib work on the nib as well. The grip section was something that I was not expecting because I was expecting it to be just a typical smooth surface. Instead, it sort of has an ergonomical grip. And let's see if I can try to present that to you guys. As you can see, it gets different here, and there's actually grooves on here to help you write properly. But that's something that I can see being a downfall because not everyone writes, the proper way. Some might write like this, like this, like this. So that could be a problem for some. Let's look at the feed. No, not the feed, because this nib does not come out for my knowledge. I didn't want to apply too much pressure and snap or damage the pen, so once I felt a little resistance, I quit while I was still ahead. Let's look at the converter that was provided by for the pen. Here's the converter. It's pretty cheap converter made of all plastic and as little metal as possible. It's a simple screw converter, so you just screw, and there's your ink, and then you just screw down, up and down. I personally am happy that they provide a converter because I'm not the biggest fan of cartridges. I prefer a converter because I have different inks that I like to use. Just to show a few pretty standard inks. So I like to have a converter so I can be able to fill them with what ink I would like. So let's reassemble the pen. I probably would say that this pen, for the price I paid, was well worth it. I mean, it doesn't have any crazy design or something that's really going to stick out, but that's not what I was going for. I wanted something that was pretty simplistic and basic. Now let's just do a quick writing sample. And this sample, I will be using an unfamiliar sentence. Everyone's used to seeing the quick brown fox sentence. This sentence I'll be using will be, the public was amazed to view the quickness and the dexterity of the juggler. So let's get started. You can somewhat hear a little reverb from the pen. I actually did some nib smoothing because it was even worse than this. And I hated the sound and the feel when I wrote with the pen. Another issue I seem to have with the pen is the feed. So it sometimes takes a little bit of a shake to get the ink to flow through the feed. Or when it's really bad, you have to physically go in, take the converter, twist the converter to bring ink through the feed, and then give it a few shakes, and then you should have some ink flowing through. But here's the sentence. The public was amazed to view the dexterity and the quickness and dexterity of the juggler. Okay, so now I'm just going to do a little bit of quick writing and see if it skips at all. A terrible hey, how are you? Let me see with some shading how this would do. It seems to shade very well once you have the ink in the feed. If the ink is not in the feed, you can get something terrible like this when I turn the nib upside down. Let's do, or try to do, line variation, because this nib will give you a little bit of line variation when you press on it. Also, I should have stated this. This is a bold nib. Bold. B for bold. And it's also a Chinese pen, which I was surprised that it was actually this bold. I thought it would have been more along the lines of a medium American nib, which, no, I shouldn't say American, European nib, which it's not. It's more on the bold side. So I hope you enjoyed this review, and I hope you guys like, comment, subscribe, and don't forget to check out the unboxing that's below. Boop, boop. Have a wonderful day. Bye.